alas, nothing holds all of me.
To be on stage, I mean, it's just this rush of adrenaline. It's, you know, the lights come on and the music swells and you are just kind of in this little world that you've created.
Belle! Wait! Belle!
You know the audience is there, but you can sense them and sense their moods and things, but you're just living in the moment. It's scary and exhilarating, and there's just nothing else like it, except maybe flying. Gotta take my ears out. I was first diagnosed with hearing loss when I was 5. I had a hard time in some of my classes at school. It was hard having to take a foreign language and learn Spanish and listen to tapes coming out of a boom box and have to translate and transcribe when I was missing some of the sounds. And I definitely had listening fatigue. In the lunchroom at school, there would be so many kids and it was so loud, and we had assigned seats, and I was put at the far end of the table with my bad ear towards everybody, and so I would oftentimes just take a book and read, and I got labeled as being antisocial by the teachers because I was reading instead of socializing with my friends, but it was hard to communicate, and I had never had the opportunity to wear a hearing aid or listen to it, so I really didn't know what I was missing until I got into college and was fit with my first set of hearing aids, and it changed my life. And so originally I was a theater and opera major, and I ended up switching to audiology because I wanted to help people who were like me.
And my headshot's all completely updated, so just gotta go up and find it.
I fell through the cracks so much along my journey, and I wanted to make sure that nobody else fell through it. And so I do work with Lake County school system and the newborn hearing screening, and so I see a lot of kids. Two years ago, I was in a production of Kiss Me Kate here at Moonlight, and I went to Sky Zone and jumped on a trampoline for 30 minutes, and when I got off the trampoline, I noticed that I had lost hearing, and they did a high-resolution CT scan, and that's when I found that I had this congenital birth defect that causes a progressive hearing loss, and I was devastated. I knew, you know, with my background, like what my chances of my hearing coming back were, and they were slim. It fluctuates. Some days are better than others. Some days I hear more than others, but it was really hard. I had normal hearing out through 15,000 hertz, and I lost everything above 3,000. It was hard to work through. I mean, I grieved because music has always been a big part of my life. I played the cello, I was in ballet, I did musical theater, I was in chorus and choir, and so it was hard to feel like there was this barrier that was starting to separate me from, you know, these passions that I had. But it also made me appreciate more what senses I do have left, and I think it also just really gave me more of an understanding about what a lot of my patients go through, and what a lot of others go through with barriers and things, and it's just made me more passionate about tearing those barriers down and helping more people and trying to be this educator and presence and draw attention to what hearing loss is and how and preserving the good hearing that we have and the things that we can do to help us hold on to that sense for as long as we can. I love the idea of taking this thing that a lot of people could see as a weakness and turning it into a strength, and using my experience to help other people who are going through the same thing. That's my mission, and so it's not just a job for me, it's a passion. And I think that when you can merge a career with something that you love, it's a blessing.